Hello and welcome back to Disco Elysium, a game of extremely weird stuff, where all we have done is walk downstairs, find our other shoe, and decide that we really need to sing some karaoke. So, we're going to head over here, we're going to continue clicking on things and finding out what we've got. So can I just take this? Nosafed. +1 health. Well, I need it, so I'm going to take it, and then I'm immediately going to use it if I can. How do I use it? Now that is a very good question. How do I use it? Oh, I have a health charge. Nice. Healed health. We've recovered from turning on the lights earlier. The menu has been wiped clean. Only the word Monday is written on it. Oh, it's Monday. Well, that's good to know. A woman's hand wrote yesterday's menu. Today's starts in a man's handwriting. Okay, so yesterday his bartender was here. He's a manager. He really wanted us to know it. He's not the bartender, but the bartender isn't here right now. She was here yesterday. This is a water cooler. A large bubble is rising to the surface. The soft purr of an electrical juicer comes from the kitchen. Someone is working. Okay, so there's somebody in the kitchen. Well, obviously I'm going to go in. The door is bolted. A sign reads, kitchen reserved for personnel until 1 p.m. Okay. A sign reads, mess hall reserved for union members. Doors open at 4 p.m. Okay. What's this? This royal pinball machine is unplugged. Okay. Who are you?
Hello, sweetie.
Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
She nods towards the man in the orange bomber jacket. That it? You won't speak to me again? Okay.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Alright. Well, let's speak to my colleague. Kit Suragi. A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Seems like he's waiting for someone. You. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If Esprit de Corps. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this man would hurl himself in death's way to save you. You're sure of this, but why? I'm going to shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really cool name for yourself. Get creative, conceptualize. Invent a name for myself. 72% chance. Concentration makes you squint your eyes. Your name should be deep golden orange, like a forest fire looming on the horizon, but mixed with the stench of liquor rising from your breath. You're 2 steps closer to it, but there are still many to go. It is not yet time.
Okay then.
He processes the information, then disregards it.
It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
Yes. What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you've been otherwise occupied. You mean him? Nod towards the cafeteria manager. Yeah, I just talked to him.
If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Yes, the police. I'm aware, I'm a policeman.
Right. And the interviews?
He taps his foot, more out of habit than impatience. What interviews?
At the 57th, we like to prepare an initial list of persons of interest, and then just skim the surface. Prepare the field, get to know the players. You don't do that? Maybe it's not an inter-district practice.
I haven't prepared a list.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
No.
So the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is obvious he would have preferred for the body to no longer be in the tree.
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
How can you be so sure I'm from the police? I was sent here to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. He points to your jacket. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set these possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Inspectorate General means internal affairs. What he's saying is he's not from the Rat Squad and isn't supposed to suspect such things. Ah, you mean the Rat Squad? No need for derogatory terms. They are only doing their job. Okay then. He nods. Well, let's get going then. I'm not going to tell him I'm not a police officer, but actually, let me just say, what were we supposed to be doing again? Talk to the manager. Then we go out the back and take the body down. Okay, let's go. After you, officer. You're about to embark on an investigation. Shouldn't you have a badge? Wait, shouldn't I have a badge or something? You mean you do not have a you don't have a badge? It wasn't on me when I woke up. Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you try to locate it as quickly as possible. But getting the body down should still take precedence. Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by clicking on him. There's a tutorial thing there. Okay. So if I click on him, I can talk to him. Tell me about the case. What do you want to know? Literally anything about it. I can't seem to remember a single thing. Maybe you can tell me what you do know. Help me narrow it down a bit. I know literally nothing about it, only what you told me before. Do you want me to brief you? Brief? Yes, that sounds good. 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in the Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. That must be where we are. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate. During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute. Wait, does the briefing say who the victim was? A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from the Martinez, of course. We need to find the truth. Who is the caller? To find him or her is one of our tasks here. For now, all we know is that the tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex. Why hide themselves? There is a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers union is de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that. I'm guessing the RCM is the police. That's fine. Of course, yes, I understand everything now. Just to be clear, we are police officers. It is our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. Would you say this is a mysterious case? The lieutenant considers your question a moment before answering. No, it's not a particularly mysterious case. Why not? The lieutenant shrugs. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that. Okay. White male in his 40s. What more do you need? I'm relieved that you agree, he says, then pauses. Anyhow, let's get back to the case. Was there anything else you wanted to know? If we're from different precincts, then why are we on the same case? I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a... He considers the phrasing. A pissing competition. What do you mean? You don't know? His eyes narrow. I assumed you were in on it. I don't remember being in on anything. That's good. Tell me about it. Oh, it's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. But I'm gonna let it go. Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case? That's all. I have all I need for now. Good. The lieutenant nods. I'm not going to tell him I can't remember anything. That seems like something we should keep to ourselves. I want to talk about you. Me? Yes, you. I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation. Come on, Lieutenant. Open up a little. He sighs. Oh, if you insist, what do you want to know? You're wearing glasses. Oh, that's correct. Physical instrument. Legendary failure. I love it. You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this, but you can't quite muster enough to test testosterone. No, I don't. Glasses are cool, I guess. Glasses are cool, I guess. Are they? They're mostly just cumbersome. You could use a good normal pair yourself. Oh, because I don't have enough perception sight. Nice. You don't look like other people around here. That's because I'm half Seolite, so a quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my grandmother, but from my mother's side. He shakes his head. It's not an interesting topic. What is Seoul? It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting. Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, peninsulary state west of the Insuldinian Isola. Actually, it's quite interesting. Some would even say mysterious. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I want to know more about Seoul. You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't even speak a word of Seolites. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. He seems almost proud of these things. I am a regular revachurilier. Tell me a secret about yourself. Lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. No. Tell me a secret about yourself. Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it's something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down. What's happening to me? Something the matter, detective? Oh, I lost out on authority big time. What's going on? It's like you're a puppet in his hands. There's nothing I can do. Lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself? What do you mean? You know, when you're thinking. Do you ever have conversations with, like, your brain? I have no idea what you're talking about. The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary. The lieutenant is a police officer of the old school. His concerns are material and extrinsic. But this isn't an old school case. So how do you know tap the side of your head? I don't even know what that's trying to say. So you're one of those old school detectives. I'm going to nod respectfully. So what? That makes you the new school? God spare us. For real detective work, nothing beats a good notebook by your side. Lieutenant produces a small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages. We all have our different mediums. His is written. Well, that's all for now. Good, let's change the subject. You seem to be following me. Excuse me? What if I want to work this case alone? Detective, if I may be frank, you seem to be in a deranged state. You have trouble remembering things, you've misplaced your badge. I cannot let you act in the name of the RCM without supervision until you've regained control of your faculties. The RCM, or the Revachol Citizens Militia, is the police force you and him are a part of. A self-organized police corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. Wouldn't it be embarrassing if you didn't know this? Yeah, I know what but what if I need some me time? Some you time? The lieutenant considers this a moment. This is a police investigation, not a journey of self-discovery. You still have your evenings to yourself. Okay, I'll leave the self-care for non-work hours. Please do, he says. We wouldn't want your regimen to spill over into the investigation. Lieutenant is pretty sure self-care is a euphemism for nihilistic binge drinking. Alright, I'm going to leave him alone now, and I'm not going to tell him that we can't remember a thing. I'm also going to walk out. Oh no, I need to go speak to the manager. Yeah, I'm going to go speak to the manager. Hey manager, what's up? The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Kim glances into his little notebook.
Yes.
He responds tersely.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
He looks at you, realizing he still doesn't know your name. The Harbinger of Ruin. I'm going to say nothing.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
She was here yesterday.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper and hands it to the lieutenant.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
I'm pretty sure earlier he told us it was 3 cafeterias.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
Yes?
I have everything. You?
Oh, you mean do I have questions? Oh yeah, I'm going to ask some questions.
Yes, he means do you have questions for me, like a police officer would.
The cafeteria manager is clearly agitated again. He thinks you're stupid, sire. Where exactly is the body? Behind this building, there is a courtyard. He points to the kitchen behind him. They hoisted him up on the tree there. And how do we get there then? That's easy. You see that door there? He points to the west. First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for keys. The hole is big enough for the Franconigerian cavalry to fit through. Who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. Why did Sylvie go away? Haven't you asked me that already? What is it with you and this woman? She has nothing to do with this. No, before I asked you where, now I'm asking you why she left. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. and because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. Lieutenant opens up his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. Didn't go well? I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. Everything has something to do with everything. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. That's all. Let's go. Not so fast. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. I don't owe you shit. Oh, he puffs with indignation. You don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money. Kim turns to you calmly. We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember? Alright, calm down. What is this about? You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking asshole off the boat. Next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop. Please, just give me the money. What do I... What exactly is money? No. What do I owe this place for? Let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60 real. There is a window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work. So don't you try to tell me you didn't. That'll be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30. That's 330 real. And yes, real is still money. What exactly is money? What are you, brain damaged? No, I'm just trying to get my bearings. Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or... He peeks into the ledger. Or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Where can I get money? Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. He looks at Kim. I'm sorry, I don't think cops take bribes. Some do take recompense. The lieutenant is dead serious. But only to survive. Why do I need it? For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There is nothing else to stay in Martinez. There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy for a while longer. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us, me too. That's why I need you to pay me. He stops and says mostly to himself, I'm not an asshole. I'm going to show him the coins I found. Is this money? Yes, it is. Okay, that's 10 plus 10 plus 20 equals 40. Now I'm down 90, right? No, you see, there's a tinge of sadness in his voice. That's 40 cents. Cents are a form of currency 100 times smaller than the real. I'm not even going to take this. Come back when you have 130 real. Okay, 100 times smaller? Yes, but that's horrible. It is. He stands silently, looking at the coppers on the counter. Isn't it evil, the order of magnitude between what is asked of a person and what they have? Darkness rides. I'm going to pick up the coins. It does, doesn't it? There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kit Suragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either. What happens now? He turns to Lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then... He shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now. You live in Yamrock, right? It's not far away. Well, is there somewhere else I can stay around here? You mean somewhere else to run up this huge debt? I don't think so. The union squeezes most places out of business to fund this strike. You're better off home. I don't remember where my home is. Officer, a pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them, ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. The man wants to say something, but then thinks better of it. Good luck. Okay, well, we've got a lot of stuff. Sing karaoke, inspect the victim's body, report a badge missing, the pissing contest, who made the call reporting the crime, and pay for damages. Wow. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. I really don't remember. But you've only been at this hostel cafeteria for 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Far away? In time or space? Both. Well, that doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Could I trace the way back somehow to the exact street, to the exact number on the building? You can try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or apartment will appear. Thought gained. Lonesome long way home. Oh, so I can think about the way home. Oh, and get a temporary bonus. Oh, I see. I like it. Well, I'm still working on Julemain Le Million. Or yeah, something like that. I'm still working on internalizing whatever that's going to give me. Right, what's this sign say? Summer, door closed for the winter. Oh. Well, we're going to head this way then, and we're going to leave. Oh, can I speak to her? The cryptozoologist's wife?
Hello again, sweetie. I see you met up with your colleague.
She looks at the lieutenant. Lieutenant nods politely. Wait, who's Sweetie? My reaction speed. Who's Sweetie? Wait, does that mean... Yeah, who's Sweetie?
Why? You are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
She smiles conspiratorially. I don't know. Wink. Maybe I have.
You rascal. I'm too old for you, and too married besides. You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained, I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Her eyes glitter over the rims of her glasses as she looks up, smiling. This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot. How'd you like to roll with me? Her eyes light up. Whatever do you mean? I want you to be my wheelchaired partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers. Sequence killers? Oh my. She sounds impressed. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie. A partner who needs you to help him find to get a corpse down from the tree. I know, but there are also side mystery sequence killers and forays into the paranatural. I can assure you with absolute certainty there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez. Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. She turns to you. I wouldn't be much use to you anyway, sweetie. Why? 3 heads are better than 2. Thank you, but... She looks out the window wistfully. Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. She turns back to you with a hopeful glint in her eyes. Perhaps another time. You seem to be in a chair. Yes, dear, I'm a paraplegic. A paraplegic is someone with limited or no ability to use the lower half of their body. Paraplegia is caused by spinal cord injuries, like falling from a great height or a grenade explosion. I love this encyclopedia one. It's so good. It's just a wealth of extra useless information on top. Right. A grenade. Did you fight in a war? No, dear. I'm not quite that old, although I was injured in the line of duty. I feel like I was in a war. Oh my, what happened? I think I lost. That's how I feel about the accident. She looks down and then up at you again. I was a training and development manager at a rapidly expanding mail order shoe company. You'd think it would be a safe job, but I had to be everywhere and, well, once I happened to be under some faulty scaffolding. I was lucky. This was almost 20 years ago, and I was compensated exceptionally well. One can only dream of such payoffs nowadays. She runs her hands over the chrome wheels of her chair. Well, thanks for clearing that up for me. Let's move on. No problem. She smiles, smiling up at you from behind her glasses. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't know where I am or what I'm doing or anything. Her eyes follow your movements with some concern. Yes, officer, you look rather dazed, like a stunned fox. Surely things can't be that bad. Yeah, I drank so hard I forgot literally everything. Oh my. It takes a moment to process. You know where we are, right? The Whirling in Rags cafeteria? It was on my keys. Oh, that's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria located? In Revachol? Yes, indeed, we are in the fine city of Revachol. Revachol is the disgraced capital of the world, something like that? Yes, see, we're getting somewhere here. What else do you know about our city of splendor, tattered as she may be? It used to be really cool in the 30s. The new disco dancing. Seems like a lifetime ago. Your eyes are filled with a light reflected off those gilded years when the city seemed full of possibility. Much has changed, but it is still the most beautiful city in the world, a rare jewel set in the sand between the pines. Everyone says so, even foreigners. There's a pause as she studies your expression. You must look quite lost. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, right? Yes, the spring of 51. That's right, dear. How splendid. Here, take this pen. Knowledge should always be rewarded. We got a kind green 8 pen. Nice. Her relief is palpable. She was getting pretty worried about you there, but she now relaxes her shoulders. I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? I do not know. All of these are brilliant. I think that we're living under the cop regime. Actually, she raises her finger. We are not. You could say that about almost any other nation, but not Revachol. Try one more time, officer. What mode of government? I like to think it's the dictatorship of the proletariat, but something tells me it's not. Oh, sweetie. She smiles a sad smile. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a special administrative region led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition. We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat. But they still have cops. If there's no government, how come there are cops? Oh dear. She shakes her head, suddenly very worried. And you were doing so well. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break. Besides, I'm not the best person to explain the big things to anyone. She's scared now. She realized you really are brain damaged. What is this revolution you mentioned? A defeat, I'm afraid. The people of this archipelago tried to build something new, something different. The rest of the world didn't like it, so they came and ended it. This was 42 years ago. What does this have to do with there not being any cops? It has something to do with everything. I really don't know how to explain it better. So how did I do? Well, you were doing quite well up until the end there. It does look like you're having trouble remembering things, history and places. Remembering reality in a word is very odd. Aside, the lieutenant buries his nose in his notebook. But maybe a fresh set of eyes is what this world needs. And while I'm no doctor, such bouts of amnesia are often temporary, so I wouldn't worry too much. Who could tell me more? Someone more educated in sweeping matters? Maybe you should ask. She turns to the lieutenant. No, he looks away. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective. Of course, she turns to you. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though I don't know where you would find a wealthy person in Martinez. Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money? Her expression becomes very serious. Oh, sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck? I can tug on her heartstrings. What is a paycheck? I haven't seen any paychecks. You must be joking. He pauses, reflecting. Although our pay does sometimes feel like a joke. It's not easy to assert your right to a decent living wage when you have a strong union behind you. Maybe you should talk to Everett, the union leader. Interesting idea. This Everett sounds powerful. Maybe you can wrangle some coins out of his pocket. Okay. I'm not going to try and swindle her for money. I think we're fine right now. Let's change the subject. I gotta get going. Right. Of course, dear. Good luck with your case. She gives you a small wave. So we still need money, but we found out a lot about the world there. Well, I think it's finally time to leave the building. Oh, I didn't look at my pen. I should definitely look at my pen. Most people settle for bed at 9 and not long after. At nights the streets are emptier, but by 2 everyone's asleep. Okay. So I got a new pen. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes. A kind expression adorning its face. It seems to be meditating. Okay. So we could probably trade that in for some more money, but we still need a lot more money right now. Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask other people to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person. Okay. What's up with this? A heap of snow melts in the wheelbarrow. Okay. Hello.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you? Me, I'm just a gardener. Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. We need directions. Of course, where to? Where am I? What do you mean? I'm a bit disorientated. This is Revachol, right? Yes, sir. District of the Martinez. She looks around, thinking what else to say. This is the intersection called Roundabout North. He knows where we are. He just wants directions. Lieutenant seems uncomfortable with the level of disorientation you are displaying. I'm looking for a dead body. Oh, that. She points north. It's right there in the yard. She's relieved someone has come for it, finally. What is up in the north? There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment building, some more tenements, not a lot really. East? The harbour gate, some kind of commotion I think. I don't follow the local politics. She shrugs. A fruit store too. South? Some shops and a bridge. A canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's probably broken I think. Some kind of accident probably. What's on the other side of the canal? Just the coast. There's a little fishing village there and a fish market, but that got closed down ages ago. What's in the west? Looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There's some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach. Alright, thanks. No problem. She nods, brushing a fleck of soil off her cheek. Well, I have to run. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove. Her gloves, you get the feeling you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all. One more thing, can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Oh, nice. Well, I mean, I did just ask. She could have said no. Interfacing, +1 with the gloves. Let's wear them. Oh, that really puts our whole style together. So where's interfacing? It's down here, right? Yeah. Cool 4. Machinists, tinkerers, and instrument players. Interfacing wants you to connect to machines, to use and improve them, because that makes you a better human organism. It enables you to understand interactions with machines, be that how to repair the motor of a kinema motor carriage, how to analyze the way a suspect used a pen, or how to refigure electrical circuits. It even lets you steal keys off a keyring without being noticed. At high levels, interfacing will isolate you from society. Why bother with people when you can talk to machines? Why bother with things like money when you can just pocket that display sandwich? At low levels, however, you will have a crucial part of the world cut off from you. People use machines to commit crimes all the time. If you can't understand how a crime was accomplished, how can you solve it? Fair enough, fair enough. Wait, what does this mean? CHR. Oh, character sheet, I think. What are those things? This street sign reads, "Fuck the police." Ah, alright. What about this one? Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. Alright, we could speak to people. I want to... Oh, is this his carriage? This is his motor, right? That is cool. That's very cool looking. The Cupris Kinema. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. So this is from his precinct. Vapor emanates from the large engines on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Cupris Kinema motor carriage. I'm going to open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. I'm going to pull out the pull-out toolbox. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clinks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my cool tools like some men are. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. I'm going to take the red-tipped pry bar. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. I'm going to take the chain cutters. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. Let's take the hand-cranked flashlight. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue. Blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. I'm going to push it back in. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts warm glow over the steering levers and the radio on its hook. I'm going to run my fingers over one of the steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch feels so familiar in your palm. I'm going to tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It is in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labelled heat. There is no use in pressing the heat button, he says, and jingles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. Translation. We're not going anywhere right now. Alternative translation. Don't even think you can drive my MC. I'm going to pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labelled Prime Line glows like a feline eye, and then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. The radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. This is Officer Alice Dimitri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? A voice replies in the radio. Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. I'm going to ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved. As always, it's DJ Messin Flacio, and you're listening to the Speed Freaksome FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar. Right away, the lieutenant reaches to the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says, "Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe it picked up a random frequency. You wanted prime line, right? Speed Freaks FM, huh?" I'm gonna look him in the eye. Oh, is that what it was called? He's trying hard to act surprised. Right, you don't want to get into this, no problem. Nothing to get into really, but sure, let's focus on the important things. He pats the motor carriage. This is Precinct 57, can I connect you to someone? The voice in the shortwave repeats. Yeah, could you connect me to the 41st Precinct? I have something I need to report. Just a second, officer. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2, 10-5, this is the 41st, come in, over. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. The man uses relay code. You got this, you're a cop, and cops know relay code. 10-4, Station 41, I've got urgent business, over. 10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message, what's your status, over. Just reporting in, over. 10-18, state your message, sir. I need to report my badge missing. 10-19, over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need a 10-22, the captain, over. Is that him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? He says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge? I'm gonna say nothing. Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? Oh, we've got a name. It's Dick. Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller. Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Oh, that's not our name then. Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Haha, an officer has lost his badge. Haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him, and laughs sarcastically. Oh god damn it, is he fucking kidding? This whole station's gonna be dicked for this. Satellite Officer Vikwamar is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over. Mullen dicked us. Come on, operator, tell him to stop. This is serious. He's asking you to stop, says this is serious. Of course this is serious, he lost his fucking badge. Satellite Officer Vikwamar concurs, losing your badge is serious. Over. Can we just move on? I want to get this reported and be done with it. Ooh, we got experience for this. Nice. And leveled ups. I don't know what that does. We got a skill point. Okay, now I know what it does. 10-4, I hear you, officer. Just gonna make a note here. You're in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Can I level up mid-conversation? I can. Nice. What do I want? I think visual calculus is going to become very important very soon. This is the one that lets you look at crime scenes. Yeah, I'm going to level that up. So we can now explore crime scenes better. Accept changes and flows. Nice. Fuck me, Mac. Come here, you gotta hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Could you all please stop saying lost his badge for a moment? He asked you to please stop saying he lost his badge. What? Why? Did he find it? The room at the other end of the line erupts in volcanic laughter. Sergeant Torson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. You don't have a comeback. Sorry, it's hard to think like this. Oh no, slow reaction speed. I'm gonna say nothing. He's not replying. It looks like he is still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough of this now. I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. The speaker grasps for air. Ask him if he's lost his gun too. The room roars with laughter. Sergeant Torson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over. Oh dear, I have. Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Oh no. I don't have my gun? No, it's gone. It's not fucking on you. 10-9, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. I convinced them I didn't lose my gun. I'm gonna say nothing. Do I try and convince them? I don't wanna. I'm just gonna say nothing. 10-1, you're breaking up. 10-9, repeat phrase. Over. I'm gonna not say anything again. 10-9, come in, officer. Over. Nope. Remain silent with terror. Come in, officer. 10-9, repeat message, please. Did you misplace your firearm? Over. Oh no, it's not going well for us. Just say you lost your gun. Anything else would only make the situation worse here. Okay. That's affirmative. Over. He says he doesn't have it. Oh dear God. Oh dear God. He lost his gun. Oh my, I can't hear. The man succumbs to laughter again. This really isn't a laughing matter. Matt can face the giant of Coco Noir by himself, but Disco here has made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Oh, fuck. Oh, he lost his. Oh, ask him if he still has his wiener. I'm not going to. Ask him. Sergeant Torson here is wondering if you're in still possession of your genitalia. Over. Yeah, I left it as mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. That's a negative. Not gonna say that. Over. What's she saying? Share with the class. He says he sodomized your mother. That pricks ate mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he got. Sure her vanilla waffles are the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This ain't funny. This is my mum we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Torson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Yeah, okay. Tell him I'm sorry. It was just banter. I thought that's what cops do. Yeah, we don't want to make everyone mad at us. He says he's sorry and he didn't mean nothing by it. Okay, tell him. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters here. Satellite officer. I heard him. I'm on it. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm. There's static. Oh god, The man is fighting back tears. Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. I am dire need of financial assistance. 10-4, I hear you. I don't have authority to grant your request, but... What does he want now? He's asking for money. Is he fucking kidding? I don't think he is. don't give that asshole anything. He's just gonna drink it all. Alright, the operator turns his back to you. That's a negative on the additional funds. Over. It's paramount to the investigation you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent, you can tell him that. Request denied, sir. Over. Please, I'm begging you, I don't even have a place to sleep tonight. He says he's in trouble, doesn't have a place to sleep. Well, I guess he better crack the case before sundown then. Vikmar said, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go home. Please come and get me. Listen, he seems to lower his voice a bit, carefully choosing his words. It's okay, you can do it, sir. Over. What's he saying? The operator chooses to ignore the voice in the background. Did you want anything else, sir? He asks you. Many of your colleagues are also here. Over. He's trying to keep you from further embarrassing yourself in front of your colleagues. No, I'm alright. I'm alright. I had other things. Let us address them now, sir. Over. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. Okay. 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over. Wait, before you say anything stupid, think it through. What's there to think about? You're gonna be looking at everyone you're gonna be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. 10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. The radio operator inquires again. Ask him if he's there alone. Hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. Visitors present here. Over. Yeah. So, could you please refer to me with my full name in the future? 10-9, repeat message. Didn't get that, sir. Over. Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name. Will you? What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. I don't indulge in his drunken antics. I want to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What? What's this? He's still on the line? He wants to verify information on his badge. But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. Any news about my, family? 10, excuse me, sir. Over. You probably don't want to continue on this road. I thought you might have heard of them. That's all. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. We're not getting very far here, are we? I've ever told you about my life before the RCM? 10-4, well, that's Does he actually want something, or is he hell-bent on disrupting our work? He asked if I ever told me about his days before joining the RCM. For God's sake, cut this shit out. Tell him to stop wasting time and be a goddamn policeman for a change. Sir, Satellite Officer Vikmar says. I heard him. So, was there anything else? Yeah, let's wrap this up. Understood, sir. Over. 10-10. Transmission completed. Standing by. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out. The static ends with a loud click, then everything's silent in the cabin. I'm going to pick up the radio again. This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Can you connect me to a civilian? A Sylvie? She might have reported a murder. Of course. What was her number, officer? Kim, didn't Garte give you Sylvie's number? Yes, hold on. The lieutenant takes a look at his notes. Number is 005-1944-298. Received. Hold on, officer. Wait patiently. Lieutenant Kurosagi slowly begins to tap a little rhythm with his right foot. Quite a lot of time has passed. Officer, she finally returns. I have Sylvie Makalika on the line for you. Yes, hello? A female voice greets you through static. It sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Sylvia, I believe we met before. This is me, a detective from the Whirling in Rags. Oh, right. She recognizes your voice almost immediately. Hello, officer. What can I do for you? You quit your job at Whirling. Why? You mean, why did I leave the bar? You can hear her tense up on the other side. Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Okay, did you leave because of Garty? What? She stops abruptly. No, why would you think that? Well, he told you that he told me that he asked you out. Are you saying that it didn't happen? Please, don't bring Garty into this. It's none of your business. I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. Have you seen my badge? Yes, I know who you are. You're a police officer, the law. This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again. Wait, how did you first learn I'm a... No, my badge is missing. Have you seen it anywhere? Oh, no, I haven't. Sorry. Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Kim doesn't have a uniform and he seems real to me. He's in plain clothes, voluntarily. It's different from not knowing where your uniform is. There are officers who wear the signature Perseus black uniforms to the highest ranks in RCM and end up buried in them as well. Others do it more casually. Looks like you're one of them. Have you seen my policeman's uniform? Uniform? I never saw you in a uniform. You had your things on, the disco things. Have you seen my gun? Please, no, not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. She sounds beyond exasperated. I showed you my gun? When did that happen? You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating and... She stops hesitantly, not sure if she should continue. And what? What did I do? You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you. You started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic. Oh, those again. I have been trying to wean you off them. Off of what? You know, when you put the gun, your actual gun, to your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out. Off of that. People don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, my brains are all over the walls, painting them red. I won't be seeing it because these are my brains. I can't see without my brains. Very nice visuals there. Okay, I don't know what to say. Me neither. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I would love to stay. There's silence on the other end of the line. Yes, but what happened to my gun? No idea. All I know is next you were waving it around money instead, saying things like, big bucks cannot lie, and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask, she sighs. Was it you who called the police? No, not me. But why didn't you call? Didn't a corpse behind your workplace bother you? What? Of course it bothered me, but I thought the union already knew about the corpse. What does the union have to do with anything? No one calls the police. You can hear her adjust the receiver in her hand. The union would get angry. What do you mean by that? You know, she seems to be looking for words. What the union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone else. Well, tell me why exactly did you let a corpse hang in your own backyards for weeks instead of calling us? I don't want to get in trouble with others. Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. What others? The other people who live around here, local people. I didn't want trouble. What trouble? You don't live here. You don't understand. Squealing is frowned upon here. Everything is dealt with, well, by the union, eternally. You hear static, her chin rub against the receiver. Then, please, I don't want any trouble. Let me get this straight. You ignored the law to save your own skin. I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Her voice breaks. It's a little late for tears, isn't it? Should have used them to summon the police earlier. You can almost hear the girl getting smaller on the other end of the line until she almost drowns in static. Do you know who made that call? No. You can hear her regaining control in the background. I honestly don't know. It was someone else? The lieutenant makes a note. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It might take a while. Okay, next question. I think I got everything I need. Thanks. Oh, I do hope so. Please don't call me again. Bye. She's ready to hang up. Empathy. I'm going to try it. Wait. Why does she seem angry with you? Failure. Ooh. No, she doesn't have a problem with you. It must be someone else she's angry about. Some other guy, like Garty. Yeah, it's definitely some other guy. A guy like Garty. You know women and their constant problems. Yak, yak, nag, nag. How's one supposed to get the love going like that? That's where you step in. You're Lieutenant Love, matchmaker extraordinaire, help the poor girl out, lest she turn into a spinster. Oh yeah, she's a woman, probably play hardball with the goods. Women are just transactional. Oh yeah, my point exactly. You know how they are, transactional and hysteric, loony broads. You know what you got to do. First you got to calm her down and tell her you got everything under control. Then you got to go and have a little boy's talk with Garty himself. You can do that, Lieutenant Love. Refuse the love quest, although it's wonderful. No, yeah, Daddy is going to take you on his... No, I can't say that out loud. Are you there, kiddo? Listen, I got everything under control. No, what? You and Garty, right? A little trouble under the sheets. Say no more, Papa's got this, Big Papa. God, what's happening in your head? Oh God, the static appears to breathe heavily. Please, just stay out of it. Out of my life. I've got a hunch your love life is about to take a very pleasant turn. Give the lieutenant a knowing wink. What? Lieutenant rises his shoulders. What is this? You'll see, Lieutenant. You will see. Wink. Call was terminated by the other party. Anything else, officer? I think I'm done with the... Oh, it's on. The love quest is on. Too late for everyone. It's on. Take it to Garty now. I'm done with the radio for now. 57th is over and out. Her voice disappears into the void. Close the door. Right. Well, we have a bunch of new items. New tools. And we also have... Talk to Garty, Lieutenant Love. Garty plus Sylvie, something's going on here. You need to help a brother out with his love woes. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I'm going to save the episode here. And I'm very worried for next time. Thank you for watching. I might see you then. Goodbye.